What is up, guys? Stay safe here. I've got to say, all of the rumors are true. What rumors? The rumors that Ulduar is one of the best raids of all time, if not the best raid ever made. So I've just got done clearing Ulduar on the PTR over the last day or two, and this is my first time raiding Ulduar in like 13 years, and I am so surprised at how good that this raid is. So Ulduar is very unique in that it's WoW's only raid to implement a hard mode system, with almost all the bosses having a hard mode that can be activated based on your raid's performance. And of course,
I think that, again, Ulduar was the best raid ever made. It was the best one.
All the hard modes give insane extra loot.
It's
this
a
system,
100%
in addition to the raid's design and overall layout, that makes it feel super amazing, frankly, and adventurous. Now, there are 14 bosses in total, 3 optional bosses you could skip if you wanted, 9 hard modes, and 1 bonus boss, Algalon, that can only be unlocked by high-performing guilds that are clearing several of the raid's most difficult hard modes. Oh, and by the way, there are multiple different orders in which you can clear these bosses, depending on your guild's preference that individual week. In my opinion, this is the real highlight of the raid, that both casual and more hardcore guilds alike can find rewarding challenges and work through bosses in pretty much whatever order they see fit. My community guild, for instance, which I would say is casual plus, though we did get our Black Proto Drakes and our Immortal titles, is planning—
I don't even have that. Like, it's funny because I have that in retail WoW, but I've had no desire to do Immortal. Maybe we should try to do that. We should try to do Immortal Nax. That would be really fucking funny. Yeah, it's easy? Of course it's easy. I did it 10 years ago, 15 years ago. That would be real with Gus? Okay, all right, let me think about... All right, so how could we do that? So we have... He couldn't die on Vesuvius. He couldn't die on Four Horsemen. He couldn't die on Gothic. Anubercon. He could die on Thaddeus. Oh, fuck. He would die on Thaddeus. He would die on Thaddeus, Sapphiron, and KT. Because all 3 of these have, like, insta-kill mechanics that you can't heal through. You know, like on KT, he's got the red boys. On Saffron, he's got the... oops, sorry about that. I didn't mean that, guys. I'm sorry. He's got the ice bombs. And then KT has the red circles. So, yeah, Wubasa with the 50... Wubaka with the 50 fucking subs. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Holy shit, thank you. Wow, thanks. Yeah, I'm going to try to just do all the hard modes on week 1 in Ulduar. I think we just get a bunch of people in there and we just clear the raid. I mean, I don't know what we're even thinking about here. You just go in there, clear the raid, and if there are people that are stupid, we kick them out of the group, and that's it. Doesn't count without Gus. I really think that it would not be a problem for me to clear Ulduar hard modes on week 1. The only one that I would have trouble with, I think, is Zero Light.
On a 5 to 7 week.
Also, anybody who's getting ready for Ulduar, make sure you have all of your 226 gear for Flame Leviathan hard mode, because every piece of gear that you have, the damage and health of your vehicle scales with your item level. So you want to equip your 226 gear whenever you do Flame Leviathan. That way it scales higher with the monster, the tank's health and damage. Keep that in mind
to progress through all of Ulduar's hard modes. I can also say this: I've done live coverage of the last 4 Classic WoW Race to World First events, where we simultaneously watch several top guilds compete and race against one another, and with each raid in Classic WoW's history, there's been at least one top guild that's had a perfect day 1 run, meaning no wipes. That will most definitely be changing in Ulduar.
I don't think so. I really don't think so. I think that whenever you actually look at the points of failure that every single fight has in Ulduar, you'll see that actually it's not that hard. It is genuinely not that hard. Like, give me 1 point of failure that a guild could not plan to deal with. 1 point of failure. XT hard mode. The gear requirement. Gear check for Zero Keeper. No. Zero Keeper will not have a gear check problem. The reason why, look at the damage people are doing now. If you look at the amount of damage that people are doing in Naxx right now, they're doing more damage in Naxx than people did in Ulduar back in the day. It's completely fucking different. Hodir hard mode? Hodir hard mode's one of the easiest ones. Yeah, but the reason why Hodir hard mode was hard for certain guilds, it's because they couldn't manage the buffs. Iron Council is super
Watching this
easy.
video will become very familiar with this experience over the next couple weeks. Even the best guilds in the world are going to have to deal with this experience. It's called wiping.
Yeah.
That being said, if you want to reduce your chances of wiping in Ulduar, you need to get a hold of some power gum.
Is that right?
Which is caffeinated, minty, great.
Is that a fake plant? I think this is a fake plant, guys. There's no way this is a real plant. I've seen a lot of plants in my day. This is a fake fucking plant. Does it look fake? I think it is. I think this thing came straight out of IKEA.
Chewing gum with essential vitamins, vitamin D, vitamin B3,
it seems like it's a real candle,
and B12. We're also doing a Power Gum St. Jude Children's Hospital fundraiser up until December 25th, during which $5 from every box of Power Gum purchased is being donated. So go pick some up for yourself, or buy a great Christmas present, or a stocking stuffer for a good cause. Now, back in 2009, Ulduar's two most difficult bosses, Algalon and Yogg-Saron plus Zero Keepers, took nearly 2 months and 3 months, respectively, for the top guilds to complete. Without a doubt, these raids will be cleared more quickly today, but I can confidently say
absolutely.
that Ulduar has an extremely fun sense of progression to be had for guilds.
Let me tell you guys the truth. Is that while, yes, I think that the best guilds with the best players will clear Ulduar on day one with relatively no friction or problems, Ulduar will be a reality check. If you're in a mom-and-pop Naxx clearing guild, you're going to be having a bad time. You're going to have a fucking reality check, okay? You think you got a big dick because you're killing Kel'Thuzad? You're going to be wiping on Razor Gore.
Of every difficulty level. Generally speaking, there
Razor
aren't
scale.
really any annoying mechanics that cause wipes or feel out of your control or like they're due to bad RNG like we've seen with some other classic WoW encounters over the last couple years. I'm really talking about Lady Vazh here. Speaking of RNG, I've got an Immortal and a Black Proto-Drake now on two of my...
Are there any bad RNG mechanics that happen in Ulduar? Malady of the Mind going on specific targets more often than others on Yogg-Saron. I guess you could say Shadow Crashes being on too many healers too often, but that's not really a big deal because you can just regen and offset that mana. Let's see. The Firefighter fight with Napalm Strike. Didn't Napalm Strike do like 6,000 damage a second pre-nerf? Like you had to Hellstone and it was only like 2 seconds. Yeah, you can get if you take a tick of fire and you get napalmed, you're dead.
Characters, so I know how absolutely annoying some of these Naxxramas achievements can be. However, in Ulduar, the achievements required for the big meta achievement and to get your Ulduar Proto-Drake are actually pretty reasonable and really just require your raid to pay attention and follow some basic instructions. Once again, there's not a ton of RNG involved here either. I've also seen some DPS simulations come out suggesting that the Ulduar DPS meters
Wow. Damn, bro, that sucks, right? Wow. Power Gum TM with the 5 to the subs. Thanks. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Damn, bro. Oh, wow. Rip Bozo smoking that ret pack? God damn. Bro, that is just sad. The worst DPS in the entire game. Jesus.
might actually end up being the most balanced raid tier that we've seen so far in Classic WoW.
I think it's pretty balanced. Absolutely. I think everything's looking exactly the way it should. Looks good to me. Wowhead Trading Post article? Okay. Give me a minute. Let me watch this and then I'll read the article, okay?
Now, of course, sims are known to have their errors, but so far Classic WoW hasn't exactly been known for its DPS balancing, so I'm looking for some good news. There are still some extremely over and underperforming specs, namely Death Knights and Red Paladins, but in general, things look like they might end up being pretty good actually for most DPS specs. Then there's the legendary healer mace.
Keep in mind, the only reason why Unholy is so high is because of snapshotting your gargoyle. If you took that out, I bet Unholy would not do that much damage.
For most DPS specs. Then there's the legendary healer mace Valenier. Now, if you're in a guild that full clears 25-man normal mode Ulduar bosses each week,
you'll get it in like
without any hard
6
modes
weeks.
and without Algalon, it will take you on average 14 weeks to build one Valenier.
Is that right? It's 14 weeks? I don't remember it taking that long. That's crazy. Now it's like 6. Yeah, I thought it was like 6. It does? You're wrong?
Meaning your guild will be building one Valenier about every 3.5 months. That being said, if your guild is throwing in some hard modes here and there, or killing Algalon as well, you can shave off several weeks from this process because hard mode kills have a higher Valenier fragment drop chance. But anyway, with all of this being said about Ulduar, I'm thinking to myself, will Ulduar be Classic WoW's best raid to date?
Yes.
I actually genuinely think so. It's rewarding to raid both 10-man and 25-man modes due to the increase in hard mode loot item level. Blizzard is simultaneously adding Heroic plus dungeons during this phase to help new players and alts get caught up. We're also getting a 50% XP bonus to level our alts.
I would even argue that Classic during the Ulduar phase will be lit. I think that it will unironically be lit.
To get into the game, running from December 13th to January 16th, plus all the new dailies and reputations and rewards up in Icecrown with Ulduar when Ulduar comes out. Classic WoW is about to get really good in my opinion.
It's lit.
Now, I know we've only had Ulduar on the PTR for a couple days now, but what are your guys' thoughts on Ulduar so far?
It would be so funny if I went on the PTR and I did Ulduar. I would not do it because I hate going on PTR to do anything. But if I went on PTR to do Ulduar, that would be the funniest fucking thing. Because I think doing it for the first time whenever it comes out live is way more entertaining.
Make sure to drop a comment down below. Let me know. We can talk about it. Like the video. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel for more Classic WoW commentary and just MMO commentary in general. Catch me live on Twitch. Go click the link below. Drop a follow on Twitch. And also go buy some Power Gum. I would appreciate it a lot. It's my own business, so it means a lot. It really does. And also, thank you for watching, guys. And as always, stay safe.
I like Stay Safe's videos. They're good. They're very short. They're wholesome. They're great, man. Wrath PTR Algalon best attempt. Okay, let's see this. I'm actually really curious what this is going to be. Let's see this.
Okay, everyone stay on the right side, on this side then.
So this is Algalon.
The floor you can't see cosmic smashes.
You have to spread out eventually.
And all these guys,
away from where you are,
if you look at their gear, right, that's just, these are 223, 213 swords. This is all next Ramus gear.
So just run from your place. Okay. Cool.
Do it, pussy.
On you, Jera.
Yep.
Do pull timer. There we go. I'll pull 10. Okay, that works.
Is this on a PTR? Yeah.
Yep.
What? Nice RP.
Just the RP.
Fuck you.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if these people didn't even know there was an RP at the beginning of Algalon, this is not a very good test of how hard the fight is. Because they don't know what they're doing. I'm not trying to shit on him or anything, but I'm just saying, like,
Is it?
yeah.
I don't know if it's long, but it's.
Is this the first time?
Yeah, I think this is.
Oh
think
my
it's
god,
always
what
fun,
is
right?
that?
Oh,
I think it's every
trippy.
single time we do it, man. I don't know, I can't remember.
I'm tripping, man.
I can't see
Okay.
what I'm getting hit for.
Is there another attempt for it or not?
What a full timer.
Yeah. Damage taken. 51k, yeah. Alright.
Oh, there is a timer.
Yeah.
If he got hit for 51k, that was probably a crushing blow. That was probably a crit. Algalon doesn't hit for 51k.
Distress
it says
signal.
time on the
in
top,
16
it says
minutes.
time until Algalon transmits.
Yeah,
distress
that's
signal,
not-
so, yeah, you've got 16 minutes from the first pull, I guess. It's not from when you open it or from when the first pull to kill the boss.
The main hand hit is 20k, offhand is 10k.
Yeah, see that? It's 20 and 11. Like, you're never gonna have a damage differential of 50k. Like, it's just not gonna happen. He got hit 50k total? Oh, I see. Okay, never mind. I thought he was saying that he got hit for 50k once. Let me actually see what it said.
Damage taken. 51k, yeah.
Okay. I thought he was saying he
Oh,
got
there
hit
is
by
a
one
timer.
for one attack for 50k. Never
Yeah.
mind.
Oh, yeah, it
Distress
says
signal.
time
in
on the top,
16
it says
minutes.
time until Algalon transmits distress signal. So yeah,
It's 10k, 11k.
Was there
Let's see.
full timer?
15k.
Yeah, there was.
He could have parry hasted him. Like, I don't know. Algalon has like a super fast attack speed. Let me see. Algalon PTR. Let me see what some of the other versions are. Okay, here's Algalon.
We can stabilize and it'll be fine, but the same.
So he's got 50 million health, or sorry, 40 million health. And this is from PTR day 2. This is one of the top guilds, by the way, Fusion.
Everything's fine, right?
Yeah, I'm
How
just...
not do his mechanics?
Second step is spank. Yeah. The third step is profit.
Also smash
Back on Cassie.
Yeah, it's these things right here.
Yeah, there's definitely one in melee there.
I'm surprised that didn't do more damage.
Is it dying?
Skull.
30%. Help kill it.
Okay.
Dying in
Aaron, go.
5. Dying in 3, 2, 1, dead.
I didn't get it off in time.
We survived. All good. Get this one. We're doing this one after this match. It's slow, so kill this one after this match.
I'm next.
So like this is the let's see who the tank is. So this is the tank right here. This Casey guy. I feel like this is reasonable damage.
Alright, Cassie, I'm taking over in 3, 2,
Kill Star.
1,
Infuse.
taunting.
Star's gonna die?
Yeah, and then obviously like right here, I think probably the paladin tank taunted off.
Skull, not the unmarked. Not the unmarked.
Yeah, this is reasonable damage. This is not crazy.
Dying in 3, 2, 1.
Quick. Good job.
See that tank right there, the off tank taunted the constellation over. That was a good decision for him.
It might
Arden Brock.
It might tick out. Use it.
See, he wasn't paying attention. You see what happened there was it was that thing right there. You think that you can be next to them and it won't hit you up. The actual hitbox of these is like way bigger. So it's going to hit this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy.
It might tick out. Use it.
Yeah, see, like it just fucked up. I mean, again, this is a very, like, Algalon is such an easy fucking fight. So, like, unless it's massively overtuned or something like that, people are going to be able to clear it with, like, no problem. It's super, I would argue that Algalon is actually one of the easier fights in Ulduar. The only reason why Algalon is a hard fight is because you only have an hour to kill it a week. If you took that timer away, Algalon would not be challenging at all. So people don't have a lot of time to like learn and prog on it, and it's a heroic fight. It's a hard mode fight only. So people don't have the time to like learn normal mode mechanics and then learn the heroic mechanics. But the truth is a shitload of changes for pre-nerf. Name one. Name one, Portuguese. Name one change on pre-nerf that changes the way that you do the fight. I mean, it's just numbers-wise, not how you do it. Okay, so it's still easy to move out of the red circles. Yeah, that's what I thought. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, so anyway, basically it's not a surprise that, like, obviously a lot of people aren't going to understand the fight. Many people didn't actually do it back in the day. I did, so I know how it works. I will make mistakes on Algalon too. Everybody makes mistakes. However, it's really not a surprise to see people, like, not doing very well on Algalon. Yeah, gatekeeping. Well, the thing is, what I mean is that a fight is not hard because you don't know the mechanics. I do not think that... I think Algalon, if you compare Algalon to any fight in Castle Nathria, Algalon is easier. It is a joke fight. It is a joke fight that you only need to do 2 things. Like, if you are a melee DPS in Algalon, you need to avoid the red boys and kill the boss and go into black circle. That is literally it. Yeah, what about Yogg Zero Light? Yogg Zero Light is way harder than Algalon. I would argue that Yogg Zero Light is probably the hardest fight in all of Wrath of the Lich King. Yeah, I think it's the hardest fight in all of Wrath. Obviously, like, you can outgear it, but I mean with current gear. I think it's way harder than it's way harder than the Lich King. I think Lich King's easy. Lich King is only hard because he does, like, he's numerically overtuned, but, like, Ulduar is hard mechanically.